God sees you. Not the version people know, not the one you show the world. God sees the hidden you, the tired you, the one that smiles outside but is slowly breaking inside. You have been carrying questions you are too afraid to say out loud. God, where are you? God, why me? God, how long? And what hurts the most is not even the pain. It is the silence, because you expected God to show up by now. You expected things to change. You expected answers. You expected relief. But instead you got quiet. And that quiet has been shaking your faith. But hear this clearly. God is not silent because he left. God is silent because he is working deeper than your noise can reach. You thought this would be easy because you were praying. You thought obedience would produce quick results. You thought faith would remove the struggle, but nobody told you this truth. God does not rush what carries eternal weight. You are asking God to move fast. God is choosing to move, right? And right now, he is dealing with things inside you that nobody else can see. Because your greatest battle is not around you, it is within you. There are parts of you that still depend on people more than God. Parts of you that still seek validation from the world. Parts of you that still doubt him when things don't go your way. And God will not build your future on a broken foundation, so he stops, he waits. He allows the discomfort not to destroy you, but to expose what needs to be removed. You keep asking God for elevation, but God is asking you for surrender. Because elevation without surrender becomes pride, and pride will take you further away from God than pain ever could. So he slows you down, he lets you feel the weight of your own limitations. He lets you reach the end of yourself, so that when you finally rise, you will know it was not you, it was him. Look at Job, a man who feared God, a man who lived right, a man who did nothing to deserve what came on him, and yet everything was stripped. His wealth, his children, his health. Even his friends turned their backs on him. And in the middle of it all, Job could not understand why. There was no explanation, no warning, no clear reason, just suffering, and that is where you are right now. Not because you are wicked, not because God hates you, but because there is something about your life that requires a deeper work. Job 23:10 says, "When he has tested me, I shall come forth as gold." Gold is not produced in comfort. Gold is produced in fire. And the fire you are in right now is not meant to end you. It is meant to reveal you. You're not just being blessed, you're being refined. Every delay is removing something. Every disappointment is teaching something. Every closed door is correcting something. But because it hurts, you think it is wrong. Because it is slow, you think God forgot. Because it is hard, you think it is not from God. But what if this is exactly how God builds people he intends to use? What if your pain is not rejection but selection? You've been asking God to change your life. But God is changing your identity, because where he is taking you, the current version of you cannot survive there, the mindset you have now will collapse under the weight of where God is taking you. So he breaks it, he challenges it, he stretches you beyond what feels comfortable, because he sees what you cannot see. He knows what you cannot handle yet. You are not being ignored, you are being trained. And training is not gentle. Training is repetitive. Training is exhausting. Training requires pressure. No soldier complains about training when war comes, because in that moment, training becomes survival. And what God is doing in you now is preparing you for battles you have not even seen yet. Battles that would destroy you if you stayed the same, so he strengthens you. Through silence, through waiting, through struggle, you are not stuck, you are being held. Held in a place where growth is forced, held in a place where distractions are removed, held in a place where your only option is to look up. And maybe that is what God wanted all along. Not your perfection, not your performance, your attention. Because when everything else is taken away, you finally see him clearly. You want God to prove himself to you, but God is asking you to trust him without proof, because that is what faith is. Faith is not seeing and believing. Faith is believing when you see nothing. And right now, your faith is being stretched. Not destroyed, stretched. The resistance you feel is confirmation something is coming. Something is shifting. Something is about to break, but not in your environment, in you. And once you break in the right way, everything else will follow. God has not forgotten you. God has not abandoned you. God has not changed his mind about you. You are still chosen, still called, still seen. Even in this state, even in this struggle, even in this silence. So do not walk away now. Do not give up now. Do not let this moment convince you that God is not with you, because he is closer than he has ever been. Working where you cannot see, moving where you cannot trace, building something that will not break. And when it finally comes together, you will understand why it took so long, why it hurt so much, why nothing else worked, because it had to be done God's way. Your case is different, and that differences will be the reason your story cannot be denied.